a real pleasure to introduce a dynamic businesswoman in our community, both here and in Arizona. So she's sort of regional. Laura Olguin is the operator with CRT Partners. She's the CEO and runs Jack in the Box franchises in both southern Arizona and New Mexico, and is about to open a Godfather's Pizza location here, which has the crew very excited.
Yes.
Here on the Morning Brew. And we want to welcome you, Laura, to the Morning Brew. It's good to have you.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
And this is quite the resume. I mean,
it really is, and very impressive.
How did you get to this point where you're like, hey, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur, where I'm gonna start a business?
Well, you know, my story really begins working from the bottom. I mean, my first job was maintenance, cleaning restrooms back at Jack in the Box many moons ago, and moved my way up to the top and became a franchisee in Tucson, and then decided to come to this great market in New Mexico, here in Albuquerque, and decided to expand over here. And then, you know, it's not always good to have your eggs in one basket. And, you know, I really have a passion for Godfather's Pizza, and decided, you know, why not bring Godfather's also to Albuquerque.
Yeah, you have a lot of fans here too.
Yes, I know. We are on Facebook, and we're getting a lot of likes.
So where is the new location going up?
It's going to go on 98th and I-40.
Okay.
And right there is 311 98th Street. And we're going to be opening that up on July 15th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The crew. Did you hear the cheer from the crew over here?
Yes. Yeah, we're getting a lot of excitement like that all over town, so it's wonderful.
Now, if we could just get an In-N-Out here, I'd be a real happy guy.
No, I wouldn't be. No,
I know you wouldn't. I'm
it's
just
a great
kidding.
brand.
Take us back. You started working at the lowest level possible in Jack in the Box restaurants, as you just said. And did you have any idea at the time when you started working inside the restaurants themselves, and then probably moved up to manager, that you'd ever own a bunch of these?
Well, you know, I always tell my team that, you know, you have to have one thing in life, and you know, we have a word in Spanish for that, and that is ganas. You know, you have to really have a desire to succeed. So I knew when I first started that I was going to get far. I didn't know exactly which way I was going to go, but I mean, I'm very proud of what we have done, and like I said, I really believe in the power of people, and it's really through the people that I have been able to have so much success.
That's so refreshing to hear.
Yeah. I mean, did you have somebody kind of motivating you to do this, or
no? It was really, it was really
me. It was
me.
just all you.
Yeah, I mean, just having the desire to succeed, and knowing that through hard work and dedication that you can get far.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
So, to use the restaurant term, Jack in the Box, that's a quick serve restaurant, right? And
quick service restaurant.
Yeah, isn't that what they call that?
Right.
What are the trends right now in that field, in that sort of food service?
Oh, you know, they're you know, pretty much the same as it's always been. I mean, for us is burgers and fries, and you know, at Jack in the Box we have a very innovative menu where we expand to other things other than burgers and fries, and so it's really about what the consumer is asking for, and the consumer is asking for innovation. You know, we also have a side, you know, where we do, you know, value, and a lot of the trends in fast food right now because of the economy are you know, on the value side. So we do offer that as well. So it's a two-tier strategy. I mean, innovation on one side and, you know, value on the other. Right. You know, as far as the Godfather's Pizza, well, you know, we have an obsession with serving great tasting pizza. Yeah. and a commitment to excellence.
Yep. And do you see that going any farther once you build this one Godfather? Are you already looking at places to expand?
We are. We're looking all over the city for additional Godfather sites. And on our Facebook page, people are asking us about, you know, when you're coming to Rio Rancho, when are you coming to Las Lunas, when are you coming? Well, let me just tell you, we're going to go everywhere. We're going to go everywhere. So we are looking for many, many sites in this wonderful market.
Yep.
Now, you're originally from Mexico City.
I am.
And when did you come to this country?
I was 13. Yeah, so it's quite a while ago.
Yeah.
But yes, I was born and raised in Mexico City, and like I said, have been here for quite a while.
So you really are a great example of, you know, the American dream.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope so.
You also worked in the corporate office for Jack in the Box, did you not? Tell us about that.
Yes, right. So I mean, like I said, I
So
started.
you really learned from the bottom to the top.
Right. I started as a maintenance person and moved my way all the way up to the top. My last job with corporate was reporting to the CEO. At the time, this wonderful man named Robert Nugent. And then from there, like I said, I did a few other things and then came back as a franchisee for Jack in the Box.
Now you operate Jack in the Box in southern Arizona and in New Mexico. You have 7 locations in New Mexico. Can you tell a difference in the 2 states regarding economy and spending habits and that kind of thing?
You know what, they're very similar markets, not only in size, but also a little bit in culture. So I haven't really found a difference in that regard. I mean, we're very excited to be in this market. Like I said, we have 7 locations, in great locations in town. But you know, like I said, they're very similar markets. So that's why we decided to venture over here, because it's a little bit like home.
Yeah. And did you grow up in New Mexico then, or?
Well, no, like I said, I grew up in Mexico City, and I've been in California, Arizona, and New Mexico. So I'm like a 3-state gal.
Yeah. And then, I mean, gosh, so you went to Pepperdine University and you studied psychology, right?
Right.
So how did you go from psychology to running business?
Well, you know, when I was going to college to get my degree in psychology, I was already working at Jack in the Box. Yeah. And I was doing very well. So I decided just to go ahead. I mean, it was never meant to be a career, but once I was in it, it really became a career. And what I tell people, and in the quick service industry and in the restaurant industry, we don't get a lot of RESPCT, we don't get a lot of respect, because many of our employees come into our organization and have careers for life. Where they support their families very well, and they advance, through many of our positions.
You said something at the beginning of the interview that I really liked, and too often, a lot of corporations they seem to grind up the people that work for them, and they don't really care about loyalty. I mean, let's be honest, that's going on in the corporate world in America right now. But you said that people are everything. Describe that philosophy and how that applies to the people that work for you.
Absolutely. I mean, in my organization, I have people that have worked with us for many, many years. I mean, 15 years, and that's not unusual. And the reason that I believe that is the case is because of the values that we hold. And, we take care of people as people take care of us. And, we believe in giving people the opportunities to advance. And for example, at Godfather's Pizza, one of the values that we do have is family comes first. So we want to make sure that people have the ability to be with their families and support their families and make them part of our family.
This is so refreshing to hear.
It really is, yeah, because when I think of retail, I think of, a college student or high school students, their first job, they're there for a few years and then they're out. But, I mean, if you're retaining these people for a few years, it definitely shows that people want to be there and they have a good place to be.
I mean, definitely. And, there are some people that come in and go. And, at Jack in the Box, we're a lot of kids' first job. And what we want to make sure is that they have a positive experience with us when they do come. And when they do leave, they go out as better trained people for other, jobs, so that's what they prefer. But, I've never forgotten what it's like to be an employee or a team leader or an assistant or a manager. I've never forgotten. So I know what they go through on a daily basis. And because of that, I understand, and I try to take care of them and lead them in the best way that I can.
Are there more Laura Olguins working for you right now?
Yes. Yes.
Are there? Do you have some?
Yes,
some
yes.
real leaders that you're developing?
I am very blessed to have really wonderful people that work for me. Like I said, it's because I take care of them that will take care of me.
Yeah.
And it's a win-win proposition.
Yep. Okay. And that's how every business should be. So.
Can I ask you, we have about 2 minutes left. A lot of minimum wage is going up next week in Bernalillo County. You deal with minimum wage employees a lot. What do you make of, and give us some real world experience on what this does to your business?
It is very tough. I mean, I understand the reasons that people, vote this initiatives in. I mean, but for us, I mean, we really are a low profit business. So when minimum wage goes up, it is really devastating to our business. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I can see the other side of why people want to do it, but I mean, to us, it really is very difficult. Yeah. So what ends up happening is we sometimes have to, pass a little bit of price over to the consumers, which we hate to do. Right. And so we just do the best we can at managing it, to be honest with you. But it is a significant impact on us.
Yeah, when I think of those starting pays, I think of the high schoolers, of people that are looking for experience and are looking for their first job.
And
that's why we have, those price fixes. So it is kind of puzzling when they keep raising the prices. It's harder to retain. I mean, it's harder to get those first comers because then you start looking for higher quality, and then these high schoolers are, they're not able to get those jobs they used to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's difficult.
Exactly, and like I said, I mean, when the economy is thriving, these kinds of things are easier to absorb. But
Yes.
when we're struggling, it makes it
Yeah.
even tougher. But we'll do what we have to do and try to increase productivity where we can and try to weather it.